Bismillah, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, I greet you with the greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yazan Nasreddin. I'm the regional manager for Islamic relief. I'm here to talk about the humanitarian aspect that's happening right now in Gaza. The war in Gaza, and it's escalated now to the West Bank, had affected multiple sectors. Health, economy, water, so many sectors have been affected. As of yesterday, there is 10,000, the death toll reached 10,328, including 4,237 children and 2,719 women. All of this, as my colleagues said, these are not numbers, these are real people, loved ones. There's 25,965 injured, out of which 8,067 children and 5,960 women. And injured doesn't mean you get a scratch. Injured means you lose a leg, you lose a arm, you lose an eye, etc. 192 mosques have been damaged, and 56 mosques have been completely destroyed. 3 churches has been targeted. 192 medical and healthcare facilities were damaged, and 32 ambulances were destroyed, while 113 healthcare institutions suffered significant damage, and 16 hospitals and 32 health centers have been taken out of service completely. 222,000 residence units have been affected, with 10,000 buildings completely destroyed, and 40,000 residential units completely destroyed. The Israeli occupation destroyed also 222 schools, inflicting various types of damage to schools and their buildings. 60 schools have been taken out of service, and since the beginning of the aggression, also 88 government buildings have been destroyed. There is no power, no fuel, no gas, no food, just remnants of internet, no water in Gaza since the war started. Aid items cannot reach because of security issues and lack of fuel. 1.8 million people are now food insecure, with the power shutdown hampering people's ability to cook meals and even for bakeries to produce bread. Gaza is facing an unprecedented health crisis as well. That risks outbreaks of deadly infectious diseases like cholera, because water and sanitation services have completely broken down. All of 5 Gaza's water treatment centers have been affected, and most of its 65 sewage pumping stations have been forced to close. Untreated sewage is now being discharged in the sea, and some areas solid waste is accumulating in the streets. Clean water has virtually run out. Some people are being forced to drink from wells. The World Health Organization recommends one person to get 50 to 100 liters of water, and we're far away from that. Overcrowding is a major concern. More than 557 people are sheltering in 92 UNRWA facilities. There is no privacy, there is no space. This is generating a lot of health and safety hazards. Thousands of cases of acute respiratory infections, diarrhea and chickenpox have been reported among people taking refuge at UNRWA shelters. We don't want another COVID, we don't want another mass infection going around. Hospitals are coping with these diseases. Job losses in the economy in Gaza, it's costing Palestinian economy 16 million per day. 182 jobs have been lost in Gaza. That's equivalent to 61% of total employment. Also, 200,008 jobs have been lost in the West Bank, which is equal to 24% of total employment. The economy is suffering. On average, hospitals receive 1 wounded person every minute, and 15 bodies every hour. 6 children and 5 women are killed every hour on average. Almost 70% of Gaza's population has been forcibly displaced. 30,000 tons of explosives have been used by Israel in this war. Half of the hospitals and 62% of primary healthcare centers are effectively running out of service. Last but not least, I would say Gaza right now, with all its, last but not least, people are not getting bread. There is only one bakery that is active, it's suffering from cuts of flour. There is no, I'll end with this, there is no safe place in Gaza. There's even safe corridors are not safe. We urgently, Allah Azza wa Jal said in His book, God, the Lord said in His book, وَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا. If you save one soul, it's as you saved the whole mankind. This is from the Lord in the Quran. So I asked, please, everybody, especially governments, international community, to call for an active ceasefire while we still can. If we're late on this, then I don't think there will be anybody to call a ceasefire for. It's just trouble, skulls, and more death and misery. They said never again. I hope they said the truth. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you.